And then the third one is free flow, which is you not just working, but your money working for you. So today, as we move on, I want to try to help us understand that concept of streams before we now move on. So I'll need 3 people. I need 3 volunteers. 3 people, please come forward. I need 3 volunteers. Come. And let's, so, okay, you guys are wearing uniform. Now plan and come. Okay, good. Okay. And today, me, I'm not wearing uniform. Okay. So now, let's look at this now. So let's assume now that this is one-time stream. So that means you labor once, but for that one labor, you only get paid once. So in order for you to be paid again, you have to labor again. Now let's assume now that this is once and always. So you labor once, but for that one labor, you get paid continually. And then let's assume now that this one is free flow. At this level, you don't need to labor at all. It is your money that labors for you. Now, when you understand these 3 streams now, let me now take you to a practical. So these are 3 streams. Now we move to the other side and you now see what happens. What's your name? Jude. Okay. Now, so let's bring Jude to this other side. So please listen now, because this is where we have a lot of problem now. So this is Jude. Now Jude is a teacher. He teaches in a highbrow school in Lagos, Nigeria. And Jude, because he teaches in a highbrow school, earns good money. So every month, Jude is paid 550,000 naira as a teacher. Very good job in Nigerian standard. Now, we now have Jude again. The same Jude, though. Jude is a teacher, but Jude is not just a teacher. One of the things that Jude also does is that Jude, because of the kind of job he does, he was able to put money together, plus cooperative money, plus everything. He now got a car. So Jude got a car, and when Jude is going to work, he will carry people. When Jude is coming back from work, he will carry people. During the weekend, Jude will take his car again and do Uber and carry people. So Jude is making money as a teacher because he's earning salary. Jude is also making money as a driver because he has a car and he uses it to make money. Now, Jude, again, is not just a driver or teacher. One other thing that Jude does is that Jude is an MC / compare. So Jude, from time to time, will be invited to come and, do MC in an event or do a compare, and they pay him. So now listen, Jude, the teacher, earns 550,000 naira. Jude, the driver, apart from the money he earns as a salary, is able to make another 100, sometimes 150, depending on how busy he is during the weekend. So he makes 150. So 550 plus 150, Jude is making 700,000. Then Jude is an MC and compare. Sometimes he's busy every weekend. Any weekend when he's busy, he's not able to do the Uber fully. But when he's busy, when he's less busy, he can do Uber fully. But sometimes Jude will charge people 300,000, 500,000 because he's an upcomer. He's not charging millions like big comedians. So now, Jude sometimes has only one job in a month. Sometimes he doesn't have any job any month. So this particular aspect of Jude is not regular. So sometimes he makes money, sometimes he does not make money. But averagely, in last year's budget, when you look at his last year, Jude was able to make 3.5 million last year from this deal. That means he did maybe just 7 or 10 jobs in a whole year. So we cannot know how much he makes here every month. Now, looking at this Jude now, this is where the issue is. How many sources of income does Jude have? You see, how many sources of income does Jude have? Now, many of you will say, oh, Jude have 3 sources of income. Jude does not have 3 sources of income. That is why many people are poor. Jude has only one source of income. That is why I explained to you the 3 types of income. Now, you see, Jude has only one source of income because all these 3 falls under one. So, Jude is a teacher. He earns money by doing what? Once and only. Do you understand that? Once and only. So you labor once, but for that one labor, what happens? You get paid once. In order to be paid again, what do? You have to labor again. So he's still in one level. Now, Jude is a driver. He's still the same Jude. He's once. So if he drives the car and gets passenger, he makes money. If he does not drive and get passenger, he doesn't make money. So even though he's making 150 a year, it is still once and only. Because it is still the same Jude. Then Jude, the MC, and compare, is still the same Jude. So he's still under once and only. Because if he's not there, he cannot collect money. Will you collect money for a wedding you are not presenting? No. So this is Jude struggling. This is what we call multiple struggles. And that's what many people do that they call multiple streams of income. You are working. Even though you are working, you are earning a salary. You will now come to church on Sunday. You have perfume in the bag. You have Italian clothes. And you have Dubai clothes in your boots. After service, you are calling people. You are carrying them to your boots. You are selling. And then you have you went to makeup training. You are now doing makeup once in a while. You say, I work very hard though. I do a lot of things. You are a struggler. That's why you are poor. Being wealthy is not about I do a lot of things. Multiple streams is not I do a lot of things. No. Multiple streams means a lot of things are working for me, not I'm working a lot of things. So what we see here is multiple struggles. That's why you see a lot of people when they have a situation in their family where maybe, for instance, the husband dies. You see a lot of women that say, when my husband was alive, there was money. We were very rich. You see a lot of children that will tell you, when my father was alive, we were very rich. Those things are not really true. You know why? If your family is truly rich, one man's death does not cancel it. That somebody died does not mean that they are no more a landlord. The house will still be paying. That somebody died does not mean that money will not continue to flow. If there are cash flow producing assets. So most of the time, the reason why people say, when my husband died, money, when my father died, is because those people were struggling. They were doing 2, 3, 4 things. So imagine Jude now saying that, I'm not feeling fine. In fact, for the next 1 month, I'm not going to do anything. What will happen? All these things will die. Imagine, God forbid, that Jude is called home to be with the Lord. What happens? All these 3 things will die. So most of the time, what you people are calling multiple streams of income is not multiple streams of income, it's multiple struggles. So now, how do we now activate multiple streams of income to change this idea? So let's replace it now. So let's now take Jude here now. So Jude is a teacher. He's earning money as a teacher. By virtue of being a teacher, he's able to collect student staff loan, a cooperative loan. He now buys a car. When he buys the car, what does he now do? He now gives the car out to somebody else to be using as Uber, and the person will be delivering to him. Now, when he does that, what happens is the person will pick him up at home in the morning, drop him in the office. While he's doing his teaching job, the car is not sitting down idle. This person takes the car, does all the Uber runs. When it's time to close, the person will pick him up, take him back home. On the way home, they can do Uber ride share and bring other people in the car, or do normal, just normal taxi or cab, and then drops him at home. The person can continue the work. On weekend, he's busy. The same him now is busy doing this. Now, because he's no more having to do this now, he can have enough time to push to do more MC job, to push to do more compare job. He can become more busy every weekend to make money from this end. But because he's now a student in the school of money, and he now understands that he needs to separate himself from what produces money for him, what does he now do? He creates an academy. and a company. When he creates the academy and the company, he gets a lot of younger people that are interested in MC and compare work. What does he do? He trains them, he mentors them, and they form MC Academy or Compare Incorporated. And instead of him marketing himself as an MC or a compare, he markets the company as an MC or compare company. You see a lot of people now that do ushering services, protocol services. The owner of the company is not the one that is wearing uniform to go and do usher. The owner of the company is not the one that is going to do the protocol. What do? They recruit ushers. They recruit protocols. And then the company gets the job. So they can get a job to say, okay, we are going to give you usher 30,000 per usher for the event. But they will now call the usher and give the usher 10,000. And the company will make 20,000. So he can now do that now and have an MC group just like ushering and protocol. Then there will now be a lot of MC registered under him. There will be a lot of compare. So when people need MC or compare, they are not talking to Jude. They are talking to Jude Incorporated or Jude LLC or Jude Compares. So with that, whether he's around or not, money will continue to flow. So with this now, Jude can receive a call of God and go on mission. Jude can receive the call of God and go to do the will of God and be busy winning souls, but he will not be poor. Why? Because wherever he goes, money is coming. Wherever he goes, the company is functioning. People are going to the company, they are getting good service. People are entering the car, they are getting good service. After a while, he buys another car. He buys another car. After a while, are you seeing that now? That is multiple streams. So God forbid, if Jude goes home to be with the Lord, the wife and the children will continue to collect this money. The wife and the children will continue to collect this money. Why? Because it is not built around Jude. It is built around the system and the structure. Do you understand that now? That is multiple streams of income. God bless you guys. So do we understand that now? That is multiple streams of income. So multiple streams of income is you receiving money and income from different channels. Not you exchanging your time or exchanging your energy for money. No. As long as you are exchanging your time and exchanging your energy for money, you are still at the elementary level, which is the once and only level. So you need to exit that once and only, which is what I told you last week Sunday. You need to move fast to exit once and only and exit once and always as fast as you can. So once and always and free flow is where you should be operating in. As you are growing old, because nobody grows young, as you are growing old, begin to eliminate anything that takes your time, anything that takes your energy. Begin to eliminate it as much as you can. Anything that takes your time, anything that takes your energy, begin to eliminate it as much as you can. Do we understand that now? It's very, very important. Extremely, extremely important. Okay.